Welcome back to 23-Minute Reads with me, Maya D. This is kind of like my accountability vlog because in these short videos, I share with you my takeaways from this week's reading of Indian classical dance. This is book 14 of my 23 to 23 challenge, where I'm reading 23 minutes per day, every day, as an action of self-love, as an investment into myself, and as a way of providing myself with some consistency in an ever-changing world. Hoping that you will join me along in this journey by reading along with me and dropping some comments down there in that comment section so that there's an actual dialogue as we discuss the takeaways from this week, which are Ocean, Trance, and Braid. Having in mind that while I have several decades of experience as a dancer, a dance educator, and a curriculum writer, I am not the know-all be-all for this book right here. I'm simply providing a space for dialogue. Well, this week I read pages 95 through the end, and let me get my notes so that we can get into these takeaways. Takeaway number 1 is Ocean. In the Mohini Atam section, we find these words. It is the churning of the ocean that caused Mohini's appearance. She came from the same waters where Vishnu lies in utter repose on his coiled snake bed. End quote. As I read those words, I was reminded of the importance of knowing the history of the dance form, the origin story of the dance form, and how that helps you to better understand the dance when you're watching it, but also when you're performing it. So this form is described as having smooth circular motions of the torso. Not saying that this is the movement. This is just what I'm doing as I say those words in my head. And that spiraling of the torso is actually the central motif of the dance. The spiraling is central to the technique, with the music and the movement reflecting not just the region, but the actual environment, right? So water and oceans and things like that are around it. The movement, the dance form reflecting the actual environment. And all of that reminded me of the way that Mama Naomi described the correlation between movement and let me try that again. The correlation between movement and environment in one of our earlier books, which was Hot Feet and Social Change. So what we're seeing, or what I'm experiencing, is some of these common ideas playing out in different books, written about different forms, coming from different parts of the world. And that's kind of cool. Takeaway number 2 is Trance. So I recently had the opportunity of performing in the World Culture Festival, produced by The Art of Living and its founder, Guru Dev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. Beautiful, beautiful experience being in a space with that many artists and that many people committed to the intention of the festival, which is described as a demonstration of our collective oneness and our ability to coexist in the world amidst our differences. And that kind of reminded me, that idea of the festival also reminded me of my experiences and my knowledge of trance dances from other parts of the world, and connected to these words that I'm about to read right now. So here we go. Women suddenly showing unusual emotional behavior are taken to the Imam Maibi, who, after assuring herself of genuine indications of a Maibi to be, initiates the person, putting her through rigorous training in music and in dance, end quote. That's trance. We're speaking about trance, right? And these words are found in the Manipuri chapter of the book. This notice of unusual emotional behavior is the trance and would have taken place at this festival given by the Maibis as they perform their specialized dances. This festival, the beauty of this festival is that it is a festival that is that many people, the entire community, participate in. And during that festival, several specialized dances are performed. It's believed that King Bajaya Chandra, whose life spanned 1763 to 1798, conceived the Manipuri Rasa dances while in religious trance. It's kind of like sleep. We talk about having some people talk about things coming to them in their sleep, and this was something or in these trance moments when you're in these meditative listening moments, and here's one of them. As mentioned, all of this sounds very similar to what I know of religious trance dances from other parts of the world, and it feels like it aligns with Guru Dev's intention for the World Culture Festival, a demonstration of our connection, our oneness amidst differences. Takeaway number 3 is Braid. Okay, so I was a little tickled by this one because I've seen this thing in like several, matter of fact, I saw it on social media today, today. I saw it on social media today, but let's get into this. Because I feel like these demonstrations that I'm witnessing are another level of those connections amongst differences. So in the Kuchipudi section, we find these words, and I quote, "As she enters the stage and makes her exit in a quick, graceful goose step, the tip of her long, decorated braid held in her left hand is characteristic of the Kuchipudi." The long, decorated braid held in her left hand. So I don't think that my hair is quite long enough to do this thing, but I've seen like this kind of pose. Imagine that's a ponytail, a braid, right? This pose, this posturing many times before within my community, right? Outside of dance, but in pictures. And whether the gaze of the eyes is down or up, whenever I see these images, I always feel like it evokes this level of impenetrable, unbotheredness, untouchableness. The book offers us these words about the Bama Kalapam, which is when that braid comes out. So the dancer exits the stage, and what we see as the audience, or what you would see from the audience, is the braid being flung over the curtain. So all you see is the braid. The book says, the braid challenges anyone in the audience to try to equal the dancer's prowess. Her prowess. In reading this section, I learned that the braid is an entity in and of its own, an instrument, a character, a dancing body. Hair as a welcome dancing body. Now, this stood out to me because some of us may have had different experiences about braids and hair in relation to our dance training. You can definitely respectfully share your thoughts and your ideas around the braid and the hair as a dancing body in the comments below, or your thoughts about this book in general, because that was the final takeaway. That was takeaway number 3. I need a new book to read. So if you have any suggestions, go ahead and drop those in the comments below, or you can just drop a book emoji so that I know that you're here with me. That's it, y'all. My name is Maya D. This has been 23-Minute Reads. Please like and subscribe if you liked this video or found it interesting in any other kind of way. Stay blessed, spread a good word, and I'll see you again soon.